Hi all. So today's question is print the number from 1 to 10 and with the help of threads. So one thread should print the even number and second thread should print the odd number just like this. So we want the output like this. So one thread should print the odd number and one thread should print the even number. So yeah, let's go to the code. So here I have defined the one class and which is extending the thread class. So while extending the thread class, we can make the threads object for this class. And like threads, we have like a run method which you need to be override. So it is an empty method. We have to provide the implementation here. So we can create the two threads of this class. So here I have defined these three parameters. One is like lock. Lock is basically used for the inter-thread communication. Whichever thread hold the lock will have the access to the synchronize method, synchronize block will work within the particular implementations. Second is static int parameter. So this is the number we have used for the printing the number from 1 to 10 range. So I have used it static so that it can be accessible by both the thread and it is belongs to the class level and not to the particular instance level. That's why I have defined it as statics. And second is a thread type. So thread type basically I use to identify the thread as it is a even or odd. So for that I have used a thread types. On the basis of thread type I will define which number is printed by the which thread. Okay, and then I have used the parameterized constructor for that to initialize this parameter within that object of thread object. Okay, let me go to the main method. Here I have defined the object lock, initialize the object lock, and this lock parameter I have used as a parameter in defining the threads. So two threads I have created. One is odd thread and even thread with the help of this object class object. So this two thread object created, and as I have defined the two parameter. One is a lock I have passed, and second is a thread type. This is a 1 and 0. So basically 1 is used for odd threads and 0 is used for even thread. Let me show how why I have used like 1 and 0, and then I have set the name also for the both threads, odd thread and even thread, and both thread have started the start method. So both thread will go to the start run method. So whenever the thread call the start method, it will go to the run method. So in that run method, I have used by first a while loop, and there I am checking if number is less than or greater equal to 10. So initially it is a 1 as a static number defined 1, so it will 1, and then I define the synchronized block. So in the synchronized block I have used the lock. So like both threads I have lock. So whichever thread will come to this lock, it will go to the synchronized block first, and then it will check the condition. So number modulo by 2 reminder will be like 1 by 2 is a reminder will be 1. So 1 is the thread type this will be, and what is the one for which thread? So it will be like odd thread. So only odd thread at the 1 by 2 when the number will be 1 will be enter and print this all. So odd thread equal to 1, and then number will be incremented, so it will be 2 and log dot notified, so it will release the log. So other thread we are like when even thread will come, it will not match this condition as a reminder will be 1. So the even thread has a 0, so we will need it will go into the wait state. So when the odd thread will call the log dot notify, the odd thread will release the lock, and the even thread which is in the log dot wait condition will get that lock and go to the while loop again. So this time it will be number 2, and number 2 it will check the condition. So number 2 divided by 2 equal to 0. So this time even thread type of 0 is like for even thread. So this time it will go by the even thread and print all the conditions and all. So this is go one by one simultaneously by two thread and print all the outputs. Okay guys, let me run this code to show you. Yeah, you can see like first thread when the thread type was 1, so odd thread had reminder is 1, so at that time it will print the 1, and second time even thread 2. So we can see 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 odd even odd even odd even odd even. So yeah, we have like implemented all the code. So let me revisit all the things. So we have defined the class which is extend the thread class and override the run method which is a empty method. We have to provide the implementation and define the three parameter basically. One is for a lock so that it can exchange the lock for the asynchronous communication between two threads, so avoid the deadlocks and race conditions. Second is the private static int number. It should be static as we have to avoid stress condition between the two threads. So the visibility of like a number updation will be available to both thread, and it is belongs to the class level. That's why as a static. So not a particular instance. So both thread will can access this number with this updated information and all. And the second is the private int thread type. So it is basically used to define which thread should be get the access to print the number. So these three parameter we have used, then define the like parameters constructor. So as we have to define the new object with the lock, static int number, and thread type. So as a number is static, we have only two parameters were passed to the object to define the class object. So one is a lock, which we initialize here, and then this object we have passed as a parameter in both thread object or thread and even a thread object of that class with the thread type. So for odd we had use a 1, and for even we have used for 0, and then we have set the name, and then we have called the start method. And when the start method will call, all the threads will go to the here and check the condition, and in synchronize one thread will have the lock, so it will enter in this and it will match the condition. So for first it will thread type will be same matching with the odd and then even, and this is how it will print one by one. Yeah, and that is all how it will work. Yeah, thank you guys.